Hello fly crew. It's been quite a while since we've chatted. Actually, it's been quite a while for me, but not for you. Let me set you up here so we can chat a little bit. So I think the last time that we chatted, it was my birthday vlog. My birthday was in July. It's currently September, so that gives you a little bit of the time frame that we're working on. I just been living life, going through things, ups, downs, but you know, I feel like a broken record when I'm about to say this, but it's my elbow. I'm still dealing with my elbow, so the amount of editing I can do is just limited. I have been posting short form content that has been on my YouTube as well as my Instagram, and I've been putting different things on my TikTok, so all the content is not created equal. I've been doing different content on different platforms. You just kind of have to check it out. With that being said, I got a new device. I was told that there would be a learning curve with it, and I believe the people with it. I just didn't know to what capacity. I did start vlogging on it yesterday. Yesterday I did hot Pilates at my new gym. It was a learning curve. I need to get acquainted with the gimbal going from front to back and all that. That's kind of new for me because I'm used to vlogging on my phone. That's what I'm vlogging on now, but I'm gonna get the hang of it. Back to yesterday, I went to hot Pilates. I enjoyed that experience. I liked it a lot. My watch told me that I did my best Pilates workout ever, and I didn't aggressively sweat in there, but I did get a good little sweat in there. I wasn't dripping sweat, and I actually liked that a lot. I'm gonna give y'all some life updates and things like that later on throughout the coming weeks and things that I have going on. I just think that would be too much to tell you right now in this one sitting. I'm currently sitting outside the gym because I'm about to do a strength workout. I'm about to do some lifting. As you all know, with my elbow injury, very light stuff in my upper body, especially on my right side. So let's go ahead and go to the gym, and I'll fill y'all in as we go. My workout is complete. There were some of my workouts that I skipped in the upper body just because, you know, and whenever I went to go replace it, like swap the workouts, it just wasn't, I didn't like them. I did message my trainer and tell her that's what I did, and she knows about my elbow injury and everything too, so, but she knows that I skip around and things like that, or I replace a lot. But today I was like, nah, it's been kind of aggravating me, and I've been really into Pilates lately. Even with that, I modify a lot, and I also tell every instructor, my elbow is acting up. If you see me struggling, that's why. Please come help me. And they do, so it works out. So let's go home and cook. All right, fire crew, the baked chicken is done. I slow cooked it. I don't even eat thighs, but this makes me want to try it, but this isn't for me. I'm gonna cook my food next, really tomorrow. So it's gonna marinate overnight, and I'm going to just bake it tomorrow. So this is one that I'm doing. Putting this in the microwave so it can cool before I put the lid on it and put it in the fridge. Now I'm about to prep my food. These are all the seasons that I use. I use the tangy garlic. I got this from TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of the two of those stores, my two favorites. But you can go to the Gourmet Collections website and get all of their seasonings as well. I got this one right here from Rome some time ago. I think sometime back up in last year. If you put enough of this, it will give a little kick, but not too bad. Onion powder as well as garlic powder. I had to soak the chicken for a little while, so I'm gonna spray the sink with some disinfectant and sanitizer. It was in a bowl, but you know, just to be on the safe side. I think that's it for me today. Right now, I am editing my August recap. I'm way behind. We are almost in the middle of August. Not quite, but almost there. And I haven't uploaded it yet. But it does take me a little bit of time to reflect on the month and go through all of my content and things like that. And I had a really, really busy August. So I'm slowly working on it. I plan on having it up by tomorrow. Today, I could have really pushed it, but today is September the 11th. And I just didn't want to be all on social media like that today. I'll post it up tomorrow. And so I'll catch y'all tomorrow. And I wanted to show y'all that Max got a haircut. He shaved down. He only has his tail left. Yeah, we're talking about you. Hey Fly Crew, happy Friday. It was gonna start beeping if I didn't put it on. Happy Friday. Just left the gym. I did a mat Pilates class. I enjoyed that instructor a lot. So I'm gonna be looking for her name way more often. It was challenging, but I didn't feel like I was on my deathbed trying to perform the exercises, so I like that a lot. Scheduling has already called me and put something on my board. I did preference some things in my sleep right before I was going to bed last night, so I hope it's something good. With my seniority in Atlanta, things are not what I always want. I don't always get my first, second, third, or any preference depending on the time of year. But we just had a big base transfer. So next month, I think we are gonna have so many hundreds of more flight attendants that are gonna be coming in. I've been in the bottom 100 to 150 flight attendants for the past 2 years since I've been based in Atlanta. So more flight attendants are gonna be coming underneath me. It's gonna be boosting my seniority, so I'm not gonna be in the bottom pickings for things, thank goodness. We'll see how it all works out. Tonight, I do plan on going to the Atlanta Braves game. I think it's the season-ending game. It's just an experience, so I'm excited to go there and experience that. So let's go ahead and go home. It's currently 10:45. I'm gonna have a post that's gonna go out today at 11:30. I think I told y'all earlier that this is like the Braves season opener or season closing. I don't know what I was talking about. I totally made that up, but it is fireworks night. So I think the game ends with fireworks and there's gonna be a live band and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm off Friday night, things to do, have fun. My chicken is done, so let's go ahead and take it out the oven. This looks really great. Current time is 2:15. I'm gonna sit this in the microwave so it can cool off. This came out exactly how I like it. Hey Fly Crew, is a few hours later and I'm getting ready to put on a little bit of a face before I head to the Braves game. I kind of had a difficult time trying to figure out what to wear because the weather here is, I guess, fallish for the South. Temperature is like 85 during the day, and then in the evening time it gets down to like 73, 74. I wanted to wear pants, but I didn't find shoes and just all of these things. So I just decided on this little romper. They call this a dark chocolate romper. And then I'm gonna put on my Nike Vomero sneakers that are in that same color family, and then I got a denim button down to wear around my waist, and then if my arms get chilly I'll just put it on because I didn't want to bring a jacket because who wants to carry that? And then, you know, the bag policy is not like I can bring a larger bag and put the jacket in there. So I have this cute little clear bag that I wanted to wear for Battery Park. It was still a little bit too wide for that, so I was like, I didn't want to chance it, and I'm just gonna take this other small little bag that I have. I can't put much in it, but I don't really need much. So these are the 3 primers that I just put on. Yes, 3. But I love them and they all serve a different purpose. Now I'm just gonna do some color correction. I don't have much discoloration under my eyes, but you know, just a little bit here and there on my cheeks. This area is improving a great deal. I'm very happy about it. It's taken a very long time. And then I'm gonna use my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm, this right here. So you can see this is over halfway gone. This is gonna sound so bad what I'm about to say, and I'm truly not trying to be offensive. It's more of a joke, but it's a true joke. Whenever you have men shop for you, people talk about it a lot on TikTok and stuff, which is so funny to me. But whenever you have men shop for you, their attention to detail is just very poor. I had 2 different men at 2 different Sephoras say that they couldn't find my color, and my color was in stock at both of them. And I'm just like, how both of y'all couldn't find it? How both of y'all didn't ask for assistance from the people who work there? That's what they're literally there for. Because of the price tag on this, not that this is like ridiculously expensive, I'll just hold off until I can get another coupon. And I had more. This is a 9.5. I also have 9, which is a tad bit too dark for me, and that one is full. I barely use that one. I can make that work, but I said I wasn't gonna buy another one of these until I actually get a coupon and not stockpiling things because it's totally unnecessary. I'm gonna put this setting spray on just to moisturize. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of Estee Lauder. You can see this color. I'm in between this color and the color above it, but I just love this foundation a lot. I just literally do a little to help balance out the colors, and then we blend. Now that this is blended, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Now I typically like to do my eyebrows first, but honestly, I totally forgot. I'm gonna put this on like this. I typically like to do this first so I can clean up around my brows, but like I said, I forgot, so it is what it is. And I should have wiped my brows off first too. Dang, I'm just forgetting all kind of steps today. So you're supposed to brush this up like this, and you're supposed to use this little spatula part to press it down. This is Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. This one is Chestnut. This is the lighter one. And then this one is Spice Rum. This is the shade down from this one. If I really want a really bright under eye, I'll use both. And I'll just put this one right in the center like that. But today I'm keeping it pretty mild. And I'm just going to use Spice Rum. While I let that dry down, I'm going to go back and address these eyebrows a little bit more. So I'm using the Morphe 132 concealer brush. I love this brush. I love the angle of it. And then I like to use the triangle puff to just get the excess out of there. And then I use the Laura Mercier. I think this is medium deep translucent powder, and I just pat this in until it disappears on my lids too. And then I use the One Size translucent to brighten a bit. A little bit right here. I'm gonna put on a little bit of blush. I know there are different routines where you do the blush, then concealer, concealer, then blush, and then you go from there, but I didn't really want a blushy look, so I'm doing it after. This is the NYX Butter Than Before. So this is what it looks like. And then this is what this brush looks like. Has a little angle on it. Very, very tiny. While all of this setting, before I blend everything out, I'm gonna set the rest of my face with this matte mineral powder. I broke this. I think I showed y'all this in one of my other vlogs. I'm still rocking with it. It still has a lot of powder in here. And then this is what this brush looks like. And now I'm going to take this brush and go underneath my eye, get the rest of this powder off, and tone my blush down. Right now I look really powdery. I honestly like that because my skin is very oily. I'm going to bring a little bit of life back to it. I'm going to use this fixing spray. And then we're going to use this big can of this one. I've had this can for several months now. Mascara is the Tower 28. I love this mascara. I just have to be careful because if I go too fast, I can make it clump up. Bag of lips. I'm just gonna go for a simple lip. This is the Edam Butter Mochi. I'm gonna put this on. This is a brand new one too. This is the one that I keep in my lip bag. This is my favorite lip balm that I've ever used. So I'm just gonna do a brown liner. This is the One Size Coin Collector. And then I'm gonna do Buxom White Russian. I'm gonna put Ami Colay's Excellence on top. I'm gonna leave my earrings on the same, these little studs, and I'm gonna put on some bracelets and some rings, and I'll be out. So let's go. All right, so this is what I'm wearing. Just have the brown bodysuit, the denim shirt, I'll probably fix it, this small bag, and then these sneakers. Don't mind the mess in the background. I have a brand collaboration to do over here. Over here, I'm still actually packing and unpacking at the same time. Long story, I'll explain to y'all later. Fly Crew, so I am back at home. I totally forgot to record while I was at the game. So this is a little bit of what was happening at the game. The Braves lost miserably, but the fireworks show was awesome. The current time is 11:28 p.m. I have to be to work at 9:30. So I'm going to go ahead and get in the shower so I can get a decent, nice rest for whatever is in store for me tomorrow. Okay, so quick story time. On one of my last trips, I had one of those classic airport struggle moments. You know, when you're running late, trying to wheel your bag across the terminal, and it's wobbling, tipping, or just refusing to roll with you. Yes, that was me. But this time, I actually had the level 8 Voyager set, and let me tell you, it changed the whole game. I'm talking smooth wheels, no wobble, no drama, just gliding through the airport like I was in a travel commercial. The set comes with both a carry-on and a check-in, and what I love right away is how sleek it looks. It gives luxury traveler without screaming, "Look at me!" And the shell, great, especially with the luggage covers. Baggage claimed it is usual rough handling, and my suitcase still looked brand new. Inside is what really sold me though. I can be an overpacker, I admit, but both pieces have compression panels and dividers, so everything has its place. And honestly, having luggage that's this sturdy just takes the stress out of traveling. Instead of worrying if my zipper's going to pop or if my wheel is going to break mid-sprint, I can actually just focus on the trip. So if you're at the point where you want luggage that looks good, travels well, and just makes life easier, I definitely recommend the Level 8 Voyager set. I'll have a link below so you can check it out. Hey, Fly Crew. It is a couple of days later. I had airport standby. I got a trip. I ended up working a put together 2-day trip, and then I posted my last A-day, which is an on-call day for drop, and someone picked it up. When someone picked it up, I ended up searching the board, and I ended up picking up a Barcelona to work because I didn't work last week. I had like 5 days off. I wanted to work, but just things weren't working in the favor for me to pick up a trip. So I said this week I'm going to pick up. So I'm happy someone picked up my 8-day one or my last on-call day so I can pick up a higher credit trip. I'm getting ready. I've already taken a shower, moisturized, all of that good stuff. I just got up from a really short nap, maybe like 30 minutes. I'm going to brush my teeth and then I'm going to change and head out of the door. My report time is at 5:20 p.m. It's currently 3:42. I said I wanted to leave the house by 4 p.m. I probably won't chat with y'all until I get actually in Barcelona. I'll chat with y'all tomorrow. Hi Fire Crew, I'm currently in Barcelona. I told you that I was checking with you all, but it's currently like 9:15 p.m. and I just been out napping, drinking sangria, and having a good time with a few of my crew members. So I'm currently in Primark. I came to get one specific thing, and this is the second Primark I've tried, no, the third Primark I've tried in 2 different countries, and I can't find my size, so that kind of sucks. But right now, just found a replacement just to try, see if I like it. And they're undies, by the way. They have a huge home section in this Barcelona Primark, so I might get some washcloths too to try those. I'm here to check out. I'm going to look at all of the washcloths that you probably can't see clearly here right now, and I'll catch up with y'all when I get back to America tomorrow.
Mi hermano, my brother, montanha sax, elegido por mi madre como mejor hijo. Hace 2 años, chama que chama montanha.
Okay, sit down. Max, sit. Good job. I miss you too. Good morning, Fly Crew. The current time is a little bit after 11 a.m. and I'm currently in Marietta, Georgia. I think this is technically Atlanta, but I'm over in Cobb County near Cumberland Mall because I'm getting my continuing education units. As many of you all know, I'm a chiropractor. To stay licensed, one of the requirements to stay licensed in the state of Georgia is you have to get 20 CEUs per year. 10 can be online and 10 can be in person, or all 20 can be in person. So I'm here for the next couple of days getting my CEUs. The event started, I want to say, say at 8 a.m. with the opening, but I just flew back from Barcelona, as you all know, and I was moving very slow this morning. I just signed in and got my badge. I'm gonna look at the printed booklet because I was looking online and it wasn't confusing. I just didn't quite know what I really wanted to do. Now that I have the printed booklet, I'm gonna go somewhere and sit, analyze it, see what classes and courses I want to take within each subject. We have so many hours we have to get in certain areas every year, so I'm gonna go ahead and analyze all of that, and then I'll pop back in a little bit. Crew, I am back home. I know, jump scare, right? I want to let you all know that I'm back home. I'm doing my nighttime routine. I'm like ready for bed because I have to be back up there tomorrow at 8 a.m. If I stay on task and do everything I'm supposed to do, I'll get all of those in this weekend event. I definitely was supposed to work this weekend, but somebody picked up my super easy 2-day trip. It was literally 3 flights on the first day, 12-hour layover, and then on the second day, you have 1 flight back to Atlanta and you get done at 8:30 in the morning. I was wondering what was taking people so long to pick that trip up for me. That trip did have a 3-hour sit or 3 hours of ground time between the last flight of the day on day 1. It was so easy. I was like, somebody's got to get it. I went to look at my board right before I got out of the car to come into the house, and it was gone. And I was like, yay, that's just one less thing I have to worry about. Shout out to them. I hope your pillow is always cool. I hope you catch every green light. If you're a commuter, I hope you're #1 on the list on all of your flights and things just work out in your favor. Be blessed. I am done rubbing down on my face. It's been well over 60 seconds. The current time is 8 p.m. on the dot. I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow. All right, Fly Crew, so I just left my P.O. box. I left the conference from my CE event and I found out that I lost an earring. I really like these earrings too, and I always get a lot of compliments on these earrings. And these earrings also match this necklace that I always will wear to work, and that combination I will always get a lot of compliments on, and now it's gone. That sucks. I have 4 packages in my P.O. box, so I just picked these up. They've been hanging out for a while. I'm gonna show you a few things that I got really quickly because that's gonna distract me from realizing that I lost an earring. First package I want to tell y'all about is this purse that I got from this company called 30 Years. It came in a bag like this. It's a game day bag, a bag that you can wear to the stadiums if they have a clear bag policy. I thought this was the cutest thing. Has a strap on it, can go underneath the arm. Sephora and Ulta had a sale. It was called 50% off daily steals or weekly steals. I don't know, but they were basically having some of the same stuff that was 50% off. If Ulta didn't have it in stock, I would get it from Sephora. Danessa Myricks Beauty came out with her blurring balm spray. I love Danessa Myricks product, so I had to get this. Edam, my favorite lip balm, came out with 2 new colors. They came out with a chocolate and a croissant, and this is the color swatches of those. So I went ahead and got those colors. They sell out really quickly too, so I went ahead and got them. Tatcha had a sale on their dewy skin cream, and I ended up getting a sample size, and I absolutely love it. So when it went on sale, I got the smaller one because the other one I can't pay that much. I got this size, but it was 50% off, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I had a $35 Sephora gift card, so it was basically free. Also from Ulta, I had a $50 Ulta gift card. I got some Milky Toner as well as some body oil from Bioma. Love Bioma. As you all know, I use the Bioma facial mist as well as their Milky Toner. Love that. That's how my skin stays moisturized and dewy, especially when I'm flying. And then I ended up getting some NYX lip gloss, and then it came with a free gift of this. I'm gonna put it all on the screen so you can see. As I mentioned, they were also having a 50% off sale. So I had a $50 Ulta gift card, and then I had a $10 off coupon, so I had $60 off. So all of this was really basically free. Divi, their scalp serum was 50% off, and I love their scalp serum, especially when I wear a twist. Y'all know I have twists a lot, and you know you can get the itching when you have a protective style. I got a blush. I got an Anastasia lip liner. Love a good brown lip liner. One of my favorite foundations is Estee Lauder. From Topicals, they were having a sale as well. It came like this with all of their stuff, and it came with like mystery stuff too. Pomegranate lip balm. I also got their mint lip balm, and I got their papaya lip balm. They have some under eye brightening patches. I got these, some more under eye brightening patches. This is a mirror compact, and then it comes with like a little scratch off that I'll do later on, and then it came with the sticker. And that is my little haul I wanted to go over. I have one more day of continuing education units for chiropractic. One more day. Tomorrow is the most important day, honestly, to me, because I have to get 1 hour of Georgia law. They go through all the laws of Georgia, and I usually always intensely pay attention to that because we just had a change with getting our chiropractic license, and like this new website we have to use, and we have to monitor our CE units and have to keep track and all this stuff. So that's going to be new. I'm going to be paying attention to that. And then we have to get 4 hours of risk management. Risk management is a huge little, I don't say little because I can't say huge and little in the same thing. That's an oxymoron, but it's like a huge area that they cover. Being a healthcare provider, it comes with a lot of risk, and they want to make sure that you don't provide risks. And if you do have risk factors, you can either alleviate them or avoid them. The current time is 7:17. Our schedules came out for the month of October today, so I was intensely doing that. I did get some things swapped around. I was able to move something from a Friday to a Wednesday. Very shocking. It was actually a lean over because I had a 3-day, a lean over, and then a 2-day backed up together with a red eye. No. I'm gonna start yapping. I'm gonna go home and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. All right, Fly Crew, so I'm at the doctor's office waiting to get a procedure done called PRP, and I'm getting the injection into my right elbow. If you're new here, I had a work injury last year, still dealing with it this year, so this is a part of the healing process. I just got all of my blood drawn so she can put it into a kit and then put it in the machine. It's gonna spin from 20 to 30 minutes, and then once he has the new solution mixed in with my blood, we're gonna get it injected into my right elbow. So I'm just gonna browse on my phone until then. All right, Fly Crew, so I'm done getting my PRP injections in my elbow, and when I tell you that is one of the top 10 painful experiences, most painful experiences I ever experienced in my life. Oh my gosh. And I'm so happy that they told me to bring a driver because I'm right hand dominant for the most part. Oh, you see how I'm getting my arm out? Oh my God, it's so stiff. This is literally the band-aid. I'm allergic to band-aids. The doctor knows this, so he was like, make sure you don't leave this on too long. But oh my gosh, that was so painful. And I honestly wanted to record the experience. I didn't want to get in the way, but I wish I had recorded it so it could have distracted me from the pain. I had 2 insertions. The needle was huge. The first insertion wasn't that bad. He was like, oh my God, you're so tough. But he was like, I had to remember because it's like you walked around with a concussion for 3 weeks or so before you actually came into the doctor. So I knew you were tough. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But then when he had to go a little bit further down, I said, oh, he's sending a prescription to my pharmacy. So any moment now I'm expecting a text message from them. But I'm so glad they told me to bring a driver because I don't even know how I'd be like trying to drive. Oh, there's my prescription. Trying to drive. I feel like this might be a meme later on in life, but no. I'm so glad I'm a passenger right now. Today is going to be the most painful, and he said every day is going to decrease and decrease until about maybe like 5 days, and then it'll get better. Right now, I am getting a matcha because I need that in my life. I need something to comfort me, and then I'm going home to relax. No ice. I can only use heat. From Momo Cafe, cinnamon pecan, because I'm from the country. Cinnamon roll. It smells good. I know it's gonna taste better when I warm it up. I'm trying to get more matcha than strawberry. I'll see y'all later. Ouch. Hello, Fly Crew. It is 5 days later. Today is Friday. I got my injections on a Monday, and I'm finally getting out of the house for the first time. I've been taking it easy. I have this little patch right here, but that's because the doctor put a band-aid on me, and I left it on a little bit too long. I want to say I might have left it on for an entire day. Way too long for me. The area is still swollen. You probably can't tell, but I definitely can. And I'm still having discomfort. I think I mentioned on Monday that the doctor said as the days went on, the pain would get less and less. And he said typically about day 5, you wouldn't have any pain. I still have pain, especially when I do certain movements. So a lot of repetitive motions like this, brushing my teeth. Thank goodness I don't have to comb my hair right now. Certain movements. Right now I can pronate my hand, palm down. But when I go to supinate, I get right there. No. If I turn my body this way, I try to go. Still. And you could probably tell right here, this is protruding. That typically doesn't protrude as much. I'm still working through it. I see why now that I had to be off of work for 2 weeks, because just my daily activities of being a flight attendant as well as a chiropractor, this wouldn't work. I also got recommended to go back to occupational therapy for a few visits while this is like working through its process, about 6 weeks of it fully going through everything. Waiting any day now to hear back from them to get that started. When I go to have to shake up my skincare, I make sure I don't do it in this hand. I do it in this hand because this is a repetitive motion. Actually, I need to use my hypochlorous acid first. Today, what I'm gonna get out and do, I'm gonna go to the gym. I mentioned to you all that my trainer knows about everything, so I'm only doing a lower body workout. Then I'm gonna go to Arden's Garden because the store is having big deals because it's the founder's birthday. After tonight, I'm gonna go to this event called Bingo Loco. Let me stop yapping. Let me go ahead and get my day started. I will catch y'all when I get out the door. I've eaten, I've showered and all that good stuff, and now I'm getting ready to go to Bingo Loco. So this is a part of my solo date series. I'll talk about this on my Instagram, but I think it's posted here on my YouTube short, so you can watch it right here. I'm going to post the most recent one right here. It starts at 6, it's 5:20, and it's probably going to be about 30 minutes to get there. Find parking, all that good stuff.